What is up, boys? My name is Berate, and welcome to day 8 of uploading a video every single day for the month of July. Without any further ado, let's just get into the comments for this video. First comment, I forgot the girls in the greeting. So let me fix that real quick right now. What is up, boys, and the 4.9% of girls that watch my video? I am incredibly single if you are looking for a Valorant coach boyfriend. Anyways, let's go on to the comment section for this video. Someone asked for a chamber guide, so I'm going to be going over some chamber tech that not a lot of people know, and also the theory behind how to play chamber. There it is. Elvion Star here asked for a chamber guide, so let's get into it. I'm going to give just the basics of how to play chamber, because I think he's a very misunderstood character. Also, credit where credit is due. A lot of my chamber tech I am stealing from either Isot, whatever his channel is, and also this guy's the second guy, Kerberos. He is a small channel, 3.37k subs. He is legitimately one of the best chamber players that I've ever seen. His guides on the Headhunter are probably the best on YouTube, and I am not lying. Ultimate Radiant Chamber Headhunter guide, and then the best Headhunter guide you can find online. This is the beginner version. This is the advanced version. I highly recommend checking out these two videos. Go sub to him. I have no idea how I have more subs than this guy, because he deserves them, absolutely. So go sub up to his channel. Again, links to him and Esot will be in the description, but without any further ado, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of the chamber guide here. So first off, before I go over any like theory stuff, I'm going to go over some chamber tech. Now, you can turn any marshal into an operator with chamber. So right now what I do is I have these bots set to have bot armor on, so these bots have full armor. Here's the tech. Just like that. You can turn any marshal into an operator like this. What you do is simply, you do a marshal shot, you swap to your headhunter, and you body shot them again. So like this. Or like this. Now, the hit stun from the marshal, or the hit stop, I mean, will make it so that you go very slow. So that even if they are just jiggling out of cover, if they get hit by the marshal shot, they won't be able to go back into cover to dodge the headhunter shot. This is some very broken chamber tech that I really need to see more chamber players using, because you essentially get a 950 credit operator every single round. You just pop, pop. Simple as that. You just go, you pop, pop. Just like that. This is a very, very solid piece of chamber tech that I really need to see more chamber players using. I'm pretty sure I saw Esot use this first. Next up is about the headhunter. Always buy headhunter bullets. This is sort of like just a chamber thing. The headhunter is the best thing in your kit because it pulls out really fast. So let's say you have like an operator here with chamber, you should be opping a lot, and you miss your op shot. Look how fast, if you miss your op shot, look how fast you can micro adjust with your headhunter and nail the headshot like this. Very simple. A tip with the headhunter is to make sure that you're aiming while your headhunter is pulling out. If you miss your op shot, you want to aim during the pullout animation, because oftentimes what I'll see chamber players do is what they'll do is they'll pull out their headhunter and then they'll aim for their head. What you want to do is you want to, say you whiff your shot, you want to aim while your headhunter is pulling out like this. So right now I'm aiming for this guy. You want to aim while your headhunter is pulling out. This is something very simple you can practice in the range. It's very simple. You kind of just go in, you whiff a shot, you micro adjust. Pull it out again, whip a shot, micro adjust. That, I just hit a no scope on that, man. Oh my gosh, I'm insane. Anyways, yeah, this works same with the ultimate. Let's say you miss a shot with the ultimate, you whip with the headhunter. Switching from your ultimate to your headhunter is even faster, as you can see. It comes out at about 0.3 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Right? Also, ADSing with the headhunter is generally a good idea because it removes the first bullet inaccuracy. Now, obviously, you can hip fire with it, and I recommend you hip fire with it if you're, going for a whiffed shot. But if you're just doing headhunter stuff, the goal is to ADS, keep it still, and let them run into your crosshair, and then micro adjust horizontally based off of that. So let's say, for an example, these bots are strafing, and I want to kill this one right here. I would hold this, I would wait for him to swing into me, and then I would micro adjust and try and shoot him horizontally like that. I missed those shots on purpose, by the way. I was just trying to show the horizontal thing like this. Right. Why not just horizontally like this until you're on the bot's head and you click. Simple as that. That's headhunter theory. You don't want to be swinging people with your headhunter. You kind of want to let them swing into you. Now, your Headhunter is good medium range. Like, obviously, you know, you can strafe with it kind of like a Sheriff and nail people like this. Don't rely on that. Your Headhunter is A, to turn your Marshal into a free operator. Your Headhunter is B, a free fallback if you whiff your shot. Because your Headhunter comes out so fast, it's pretty much just free anytime you whiff a shot. You can pull out the Headhunter. Or let's say multiple people are swinging you. You shoot one, you Headhunter the second guy. Simple as that. Third way of the Headhunter is holding. You hold it, and if you have good crosser placement and good micro adjustments, you can kind of nail people with the ADS because the ADS removes the first bullet in accuracy. Just to show you what I mean, I'm firing the same spot right here. And you'll notice that there is little to no deviation on these shots. All of them are nailing right in the center here because there's no first bullet in accuracy with the Headhunter. Thing you don't want to do with the Headhunter, don't spam with it. Spamming with the Headhunter is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. The only time where I would say it's okay to fire multiple shots with the Headhunter is if you are ADSing and you hit a body shot. You can just go for more of them like this, or you can wait for the hit stun and then you can just sort of nail them like this. Like that. Like that. Anyways, I'm gonna hop into a swift play right now, and then I'm gonna show you sort of like the theory behind how you should be playing Chamber, of like sort of like his game plan and his theory. When you think about a Sentinel in Valorant, oftentimes what you are thinking about a defensive Sentinel is how their utility brings them an advantage. If you're playing Killjoy, you have a turret, mollies, and an alarm bot that pretty much play the game for you. If you're on Cypher, you have tripwires to secure you easy kills and easy stuff. When you're playing Chamber, you are your own Sentinel setup, and I cannot emphasize this enough. When you're playing Chamber, you are your own Sentinel setup. That means that any spot that you would normally put a trip or a turret, you need to be there with your get out of jail free card to actively make yourself a threat. So playing off angles with the teleport is very, very good. That's why I'm up here playing this off angle right here. But the upside of Chamber is you're a mobile Sentinel setup. So you want to go where the danger is and actively hold and get some value. Right now we have the bomb down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold and wait for them to swing into me. Because if they swing me, they die pretty much. Because I have weapon advantage because it's pistol round. Simple as that. If he swings me again, he dies. Dang it, I suck. If I didn't have carpal tunnel, I hit those shots. But remember, as Chamber, you are your own Sentinel setup. I know I said not to really swing at the Headhunter, but I'm slow clearing this right now. If you're slow clearing and you're very, like, slicing the pie, and you hit the headshot when they cross your thing, you can clear with the Headhunter very well. Bonus round. Anti-eco round. You want to get regen shields, and you want to get full utility with Chamber. Your Headhunter is amazing to bonus into the rounds. It is very cheap compared to all the other eco weapons, and on top of that, it sets you up to op on round 4. So chances are you're going to win this round. You have a Guardian right now, so just treat this like a Guardian. You can op round 4. With Chamber, you want to get the op on the table as fast as you can. That's very, very good for Chamber, getting an op on the table. Wow, I suck. Wow, see, chat, audience, this is why you practice your mechanics with Chamber. And this is why you don't play classical piano and get carpal tunnel. That's the reason why you don't do that, is so that you can be good in Valorant, not because it's a debilitating wrist injury. But again, like, y'all get the idea. I am my own Sentinel setup, and at any point I could have teleported out. Y'all get the idea. So I'm out of Headhunter stuff, so I'm just gonna grab a gun here. Good. So right now I'm set up to op on round 4. Right now I'm set up to op on round 4. So this round, I'm just gonna treat this as this is round 4. Because this is a swift play, it doesn't really matter economy wise. So pretend that the bonus round just happened and we lost like normal. I've set myself up to get an op on round 4. That's sort of the theory behind the strategy. Remember, as a Chamber player, you are your own Sentinel setup. So you need to be playing as if you're your own Sentinel setup. I've been playing on top of the boxes these past few rounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit here on this off angle, wait to swing, play to get one, and leave. My reaction time is absolutely awful. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition. I'm still within my teleport radius, so I'm still safe. I'm playing to get one and leave. That was my goal. I'm playing to get one and reposition elsewhere with the operator. With the operator, I'm doing a thing called a 1-2-3 angle. My 1 angle is I'm playing up and aggressive. My 2 angle is I'm still holding a very aggressive spot, but it's in a spot where I can run away back to site. Like this. Then, once I'm off of that angle, I need to go to a 3 angle. So I'm kind of going to go back to my 2 angle here, but if I were to go to my 3 angle, I would be back CT. Now, realistically speaking, I should have been wary of mid, and if this was a ranked game, I probably would have been a bit more wary of mid, or my teammates would have been, but this is a Swift play, so it's not like it matters. But the theory behind it, when you're opping, is 1, 2, 3 angles. 1, 2, 3 angles. When you have your ultimate, make sure that you carry a Vandal and a Shorty with you. You are essentially covering every single possibility of them, every single possible fight. Long range fight, you have your Operator. If you miss your shot with an Operator, you have your Headhunter. If you have a mid-range fight, or you feel like a rifle would be better, you have your rifle. If you're in a smoke, or they're up close on you, you have a Shorty. You want to cover all of your options. I probably should have been setting up my my trip somewhere, but I'm just going to slap it here. Now, I'm going to play it in a little bit of a risky spot here. I'm going to sit right here, but at any point I can just leave, and I have my trip covering this area here to see if they swing me. I missed my shot, and I'm immediately going to reposition because no matter what. They know where you are, go someplace else. Again, remember, and also 1, 2, 3 angles. I'm going to go to my 2 angle here, where I'm still holding. Since there's a wall there, I'm going to hold up. Remember, I am my own sentinel setup. If they swing me, they die. You have to be confident in chamber. Your mechanics have to be confident. If they swing you, they die. I'm going to go, and I'm going to be in an active position again. If they swing me, they die. Simple as that. And now I'm going to reposition to a little bit more of an aggressive angle. That raise was pre-aimed someplace else. I'm going to set up my teleport, and I'm going to jump spot to see if anyone's there. If I don't see them, I know I'm safe to set up and post up on a good angle here. I'm sitting right here, 1, because I can teleport away, and 2, if they swing me from right here, or they swing me from right here, they're on the same line, and it's the same click with the Operator. Chances are they go mid here, but I don't really care. Okay, apparently they're AFK. So I'm just going to go kill the AFK here. Look at that. Simple as that. Next up is Chamber on Attack. Chamber on Attack is very, very simple, but the way that I like to play Chamber is by lurking. If you want a good guide on how to lurk, and like specifically my lurking theory, which is known as secondary threat theory, I have a video called The Art of Stealth in Valorant. I uploaded it a couple days ago. You can go on my channel, look at that. The Art of Stealth in Valorant. It is a very comprehensive video going over my theory on how to be stealthy in this game, but I will sort of go over it right here with my Icebox mid lurk, because lurking mid on Icebox is extremely strong. But I am going to trip flank for my team. You always want to make sure you're getting a flank trip on Chamber. If you don't get a flank trip on Chamber, I will yell racial slurs at you in a team chat if you are on my ranked team. If I ever decide to actually play ranked in this game again, which I don't because of my wrist issue. So what I'm going to do here is I'm immediately going to walk up, and I'm going to hold this, because the only spot that they can realistically swing me from is right here, and then I'm going to sit in this corner right here, playing very passive. I'm holding for any kitchen walk-ups, I'm holding for any here, and I have my trip here to catch flank. I'm waiting for my team to be a threat. Right now, I'm not trying to be a primary threat by walking up mid. I'm trying to be the secondary threat by making them distracted with my team. That's sort of like Team Fortress 2 spy theology. I'm waiting for rotates off to my right, and I'm going to start walking up now in hopes that I, get a fight here. I was looking for that fight. Obviously, I suck, but if I was any better player, I have the upper hand in that fight, because I highly doubt the Viper was ready for that fight. And if she was, well, I would have still had the upper hand because I have weapon advantage because it's pistol round. So, either way. Again, when I'm talking about theory stuff, y'all have to realize my wrists are absolutely cooked, so I can't exactly show you the mechanical aspect of it. But just know, in any of these scenarios, if my mechanics were up to snuff, not even phenomenal mechanics, just decent enough mechanics, these plays would be working. And that is why I heavily advocate for having good strategy, good timing, and good theory in your Valorant games, because it's very consistent and it covers for any minor lapses in mechanics, because you'll always have an advantage going into the fight. The goal is to always have an advantage going into the fight. Always, always, always. You always want an advantage. Now, I've conditioned them to think that I go mid, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go mid again, but I'm going to sit in that corner for slightly longer, because now that I know the Viper, likes to late rotate. Again, it is anti-eco round, so I'm going to buy Headhunter and full things, set up my trip for flank, and then I'm going to hope my team lets me go mid here. If they decide to run down mid, that's on them, and my strategy is kind of cooked, but if they let me go mid, we're pretty much guaranteed to win this round. Pretty much. Just purely because I know how to work mid on this map. Alright. Not sure what my Sage is doing, but it's fine. She can do her thing. Bro, why is my team walking mid? Go, go, go. Go away. Go. Go away. Go. Go. Now, it's idiot teammates. So if I was in a ranked game and I actually cared about winning this, I would calm to my team, Ayo, let me solo mid, but this is a Swift play, and I'm not going to be giving strat calls in a Swift play, obviously. But now that I've killed one in mid, I've kind of become the primary threat in mid. So I'm going to sit here and just take the space I got from the kill. I'm going to let my Sage kind of work here. I'm going to let my Sage either become a threat, or I'm going to let my team on A become a threat. I still have my trip set up for flank, so I'm not going to get hit here. So the only thing I have to worry about is someone walking up here or someone walking through kitchen. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to wait. Now, Sage has become the primary threat on A right now, and there's also a primary... Sage has become the primary threat in mid, and people have also become the primary threat on A. So I'm just going to go slowly. I'm going to clear this. They're probably not going to expect me to be right here at this time, so I'm probably going to get a nice back turn to me here. Chances are I get a nice back turn to me. Speaking of which, that is a nice back turn to me. Secondary threat theory. I wait for my teammates to be a distraction so that I get a back turn to me. Really is as simple as that. I go into more detail in another video on my channel, but up until this point, this is how you should be playing Chamber. You rely on secondary threat theory on offense to get really, really good lurks off. And on defense, you are your own sentinel setup and you post up confidently with your Good Agile free card and play in an active position so that they can swing you, you can get one and leave. Really is as simple as that. Anyways, all that being said, this has been Berate, and remember to brush your teeth today, because I haven't. Bye-bye.